In the famous book and play of The Shepherd of the Hills, there's mention of a haint running around in the hills giving people a fright. When you read the book or see the outdoor play, you will find out the truth about this particular haint. Shepherd of the Hills outdoor theater venue is rumored to be haunted by the ghost of a Confederate soldier. Witnesses since 1964 have seen him running from the actors during night performances, often during the burning of the cabin or when all the horses with their riders come to the main stage position. Where the Inspiration Tower sets was once the mountain lookout of a sentry post for Confederate soldiers during the Civil War. The Music City Center is believed to be haunted by several spirits, including one of a little girl named Amy. The employees have seen her and say that she seems harmless and just likes to play. Another older man, possibly a custodian who passed, that likes to tinker with elevators and electrical devices, causing them to malfunction or shut down, but never causing any real harm. Little is known about what may have caused these entities to be here, despite numerous investigations by paranormal experts and paranormal investigation groups. Also in the same area of the town, many reports of a strange man dressed in a dark suit, possibly Cameron Mitchell, an actor from High Chaparral on How to Marry a Millionaire, has been reported peeking in shop windows and ogling at the tourists in the area. At the historic Owens Theater in downtown historic Branson, Missouri, the spirit of Jim Owens himself has been experienced in and around the theater, mainly just hanging around, perhaps making sure things were running as smoothly as they were back when he was still around. A woman in a blue gown has been spotted roaming the basement or when the band was rehearsing in the evenings from time to time. The spirit of socialite Rose O'Neill, the creator of the Cupid doll, that frequented the theater when it was a movie house in its early days, has been reported on a number of occasions. She seems to enjoy the band, and in her days of living, she was a reckless flirt. If you were to venture off down the Lakeside Trail forest area, right next to Hertz Donuts in Branson, Missouri, you will find what is left of the historic Owens homestead out in this very location. Hikers have reported seeing apparitions of people and just getting strange feelings over them whenever they're out there in the middle of the wilderness area. Two buildings still remain as stand to this day. One is an old cabin, as you're seeing right here, and the other is an old chicken coop that was there on the homestead during its heyday. These two buildings still stand. A little bit further down the trail, there is what just remains very little bit of a rock house that actually burnt down in a fire, and the chimney is all that remains of that house to this day. It's a very eerie area, as reported by some hikers who go down here alone. The Americana Theater. Back in 1972, it was Jim Nash's country-style Opry. Of course, tragedy would strike before Jim Nash could ever play his first show at the Opry. Branson has been rich in country music for a long time. A lot of young country singers used to come back here in the day, just like they do in Nashville nowadays, to try to make it. People have reported seeing Jim's apparition near the stage and hearing faint strums of a guitar, and him anxiously waiting for a show that he is waiting to put on that never went on. Still waiting to this very day. The train station of the Branson Scenic Railway has basically been in the same location since it was built over 100 years ago. And after a great fire burned it to the ground, it was rebuilt almost in the exact same location it is now. Hauntings are not uncommon around the area, with so many souls coming in and out of the area. One particular spirit that is seen is reportedly Jake Flagle of the notorious Flagle Gang. He was a criminal mastermind, and he was the first person that they ever tracked down using fingerprints. This was the first case solved using this method, as it was believed by authorities back then. He was gunned down near the train depot, and that is why they believe his spirit still haunts the train depot to this very day. Most people are familiar with the tragedy that is the Titanic. The Titanic sank out in the Atlantic Ocean back in 1912, and it has been rumored that a Botanic Museum in Branson, Missouri, that several crew members over the years have reported seeing fingerprints or handprints on glass cases that will not go away despite cleaning them to no end. Other reports say wet footprints of various sizes can be found where no one has been or is supposed to be. Also cited apparitions of guests in formal wear strolling the corridors. Perhaps these spirits are somewhat attached to the artifacts kept at the museum. which were actually retrieved from the wreckage site of the Titanic itself. This would explain a lot and why there are so many apparitions here. They are still attached to their earthly possessions at the end of the day. Located near historic downtown Branson, Missouri. Branson Hotel started construction in 1903, 9 years before Branson was officially incorporated. To accommodate the Pacific Railroad line through the Roark Valley, the building was completed in 1906. Famed author Harold Bellwright stayed there, often while writing his famous novel Shepherd of the Hills, and the hotel was the site of the town's first library. Guests and visitors have often reported to see Wright working late at night by candlelight in one of the rooms in the back of the hotel, often spotted from outside and often late in the evening time. Located in the historic downtown Hollister is the Ye Olde English Inn. People have reported seeing a little girl appearing at the foot of their beds in the middle of the night. Then she'll run out into the hallway giggling, as most kids do. There is reports that a man ended his own life in the hotel, and he's very angry at women since it is believed he ended his life over a woman many, many years ago. And that room is no longer available for rent, according to what we've discovered and according to what is known about that room. There is so much paranormal activity in that room that they cannot let anybody stay in there, and every time they would try to organize that room, it would just become a complete disaster at best. We don't know which room this actually was, but it's believed to be a room on the 3rd floor that they've just sealed off and they just use for storage now. There are many other apparitions, including one of the former owners that is believed to be seen here at the Ye Olde English Inn. And when shown pictures, visitors will say, "That's the man I saw dressed in that suit or that coat." And that is who they see as one of the owners who actually built the Ye Olde English Inn back in the day. As you walk down the eerie hallways of the Ye Olde English Inn here, you can see it's a very old hotel. They did a very good job of preserving it. It's got a lot of rock formations. It's a little bit bigger than what you think when you're actually walking around in something of this size. And here's some history of the English Inn, and actually whenever they had a paranormal investigator group come in here and see and investigate the hotel, and they've actually got phenomenon and actually have proof that this place is haunted. Again, the Ye Olde English Inn in downtown Hollister, Missouri is definitely something that if you're into the paranormal, you want to check out. They also do tours around Halloween time of where they go into the ghostly details of this inn and things there. There's also a restaurant next door which is connected to the hotel. It's actually in the same building. That is a very good place to eat. It's a pub, and always be aware of your surroundings, guys, when you're in paranormal area.